started here. Again, we're going through the classic order. So once we're ready, you can lay all the way down on your back. Just find a nice, comfortable position. My name is Stephanie K. We're here for Pilates. We're just going through the classic order, Joseph Pilates classic order sequence. I'll give you guys some modifications. There'll be some more intermediate advanced exercises, so there will be modifications for those. Find that nice neutral spine, that pocket of air underneath the low back. We're gonna start here with our breathing. Inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. As you inhale, feel that rib cage open. As you exhale, pull the rib cage together, belly button to spine. Few big breaths, just checking in with your body, pushing away the thoughts from outside and focusing in here on your practice. Good. For a few of these, we're just gonna go quick, right one after the next. There's not gonna be as much transitions because that's just how Joseph Pilates had the classic sequence. So some people love it when we do this, some people hate it. Just know I only do it like once every 4 months. So, all right, we're gonna start with that first exercise, which is our hundreds. So you can go knees bent, feet flat, arms come up to 90, palms face away. We'll start with 100 prep. Inhale, exhale, hands come to the hips. Inhale, hands come back up to 90. There's lots of modifications and options here for 100. So you could add a chest lift when the hands come to the hips, not required. You can keep your feet flat on the ground. You can take the legs to tabletop, 90, or a challenge position. We're gonna be pumping our arms 5 or 6 inches, deliberate pumps, breathing in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts for 100 counts. On this next one, hands come to hips. We start pumping, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. Halfway down, if you're feeling strain in the neck, set the head down or put a hand behind the head. Otherwise, curl up 1 more inch. In 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. Last set, breathe out. And set it on down. Catch your breath. Take an inhale and an exhale. Good. Legs go straight to the mat. Catch your breath. Legs are going to extend to the mat. Arms come up to 90. Now the palms face each other. Press those heels down into the mat. Squeeze the legs down into the mat. We're going to inhale, exhale, chin to chest, C-curve. Start rolling up into your roll up. Reach. We're going to forward fold. Take a nice stretch here. Inhale, stack back up nice and tall. Exhale, slow, slow, slow. 1 bone at a time. Low back, mid back, upper back, neck. Head down, inhale, exhale, 2 more like this. Rolling up. You can always reach for the thighs or bend the knees if you need a modification. Finding that forward fold. Stacking back up. Nice and tall, nice and slow. Roll, roll, roll. C-curve. If you have anything going on the back, you can always hinge instead of finding that rolling movement. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Last one here. We're going to roll all the way up. Finding that nice forward fold. Stacking up on your inhale, exhale. Nice and slow, rolling all the way back down. Perfect. All right. For our next one, it is called our roll over. So it's a little bit more intermediate, advanced. I'm going to give you guys a modification. Option 1, you just continue with those roll ups, roll downs that we were just doing. Option 2, take the legs to a tabletop position. Hands can be on the mat or out to a T. You're going to inhale, exhale, just a little knee tuck as you lift the hips, come back to tabletop, like a reverse curl. It's a little tuck of the hips to scoop the core in, back to tabletop. Good. As long as this feels okay for the back and you can engage the core to find those knee tucks. Next option, legs go up to 90. Inhale, exhale, same thing, little tuck, lift those legs up. You can use the hands here, but try to find the core work. It's a little bit more challenging with the legs being straight. Good. Again, you can always go back to that tabletop position, or you can go back to just the roll-ups and the roll-downs. Good. Option 3, more advanced option here. We are going to take the legs down to the mat. Again, you can stick with any of the previous options that we just did. It's going to be an inhale, exhale, legs come up to 90. Use your core. You're going to roll up and over, finding that rollover, and then nice and slow, roll one bone at a time, all the way back down. Legs come back down to the mat. Just going to do 2 more like this. When you roll over, you want to find that core work. Inhale, exhale, up, hinging up and over. Your legs go parallel to the ground. Separate the legs, rolling down. 1 bone at a time. 1 more like this. It's a lot of core work. You have those modifications. Use the hands as kickstands to help you. Good job, guys. Take a big inhale and an exhale. Legs are back down to the mat. 2 options for this next one. It's 1 leg circle. So hands can go back to the mat here, or they can go out to a T, either way. Right leg is going to come up to 90. Left heel presses down into the mat. Keep that leg nice and straight. Both legs are going to be straight. Point the right toe. Cross the leg across the body. Down, open up wide, all the way back up to 90, like a big swooping circle. We're going to do 3 in each direction. The goal here is to keep that left hip nice and still. You should feel it from the core as you make that big circle. You can always limit the range of motion as well. We have 3 the other way, reversing. Using those core muscles to draw the circle. You can always bend the knee a little bit if that is too much. Last one here. And lower that leg nice and long down to the mat. Feel that nice length. We go other side, left leg up to 90, point the toe, crossing it across. Right heel, right leg stays nice and still. Opening back up to 90. We have 3, nice and slow here in this direction. And then we reverse. Two more. Last one. Lengthen that leg nice and long down to the mat. Good. You're going to carefully press yourself or do a little roll up to a seated position. Got to use my cheat sheet here. There's a lot of exercises and I want to make sure you do it in the right order. Next one here. We're going rolling like a ball. So, option 1, then your modification. Make sure you have enough room to roll back behind, but the modification is going to be just lifting up the feet and finding your balance here, almost like a boat pose position. Good, so feet are lifted, you're in a V-sit with the body, and you're just finding that balance position. If you want to add on, again, you're going to lift up into that V-sit, that boat position. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tailbone, C-curve. You're going to roll back just to the shoulders, and then come back up into that balanced position. It's rolling like a ball. Try to keep the same angle in the legs. Inhale, exhale to tuck first. Tuck to scoop. Use the core to come back in. Good, try not to use momentum. Try to find the core. There's that little tuck, that little pelvic tilt as you roll back. Shoulders are down. You guys got it. Let's do one more like this. If this is too much on the back, you just hold that boat pose. Bring it forward, take a little butterfly, a little forward fold. Good. Legs extended, we're gonna roll all the way back down to the mat. Our next exercise, we do this one all the time, is that 1 leg stretch, that single leg stretch. 2 options here, head can stay on the mat, or you can come up into a chest lift. Right knee comes in towards the chest. Hands are gonna be staggered on the shin. Bottom hand is low, top hand is high there, that inside hand. Other leg extends to 45. It's a switch. A switch. Adding that chest lift if you'd like, reaching the toes, pulling that knee in towards the midline. Try not to pull the knee. It's more of that shin. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Our next one, double leg stretch. Same thing. for this exercise, you're gonna either keep your head down the whole time or you're gonna be up in a chest lift the whole time. And both knees come into the chest, tucking in like a little ball, hands on the shins. You're gonna reach arms and legs in opposition. Windmill the arms back around. Again, deciding if you're gonna go head down or in that chest lift. Try to press the low back down, not letting the back arch. You reach arms and legs away, scooping back up into that little ball as the arms windmill around. Good, breathing in, breathing out, finding the core work. You should feel those low transverse abdominals. Let's go 2 more. Last one, yep, those water bottles can sometimes get in the way, that's okay. Set it down, take an inhale and an exhale. Extend the legs down to the mat. We're gonna roll ourselves or press ourselves up to seated again. If you wanna grab a little drink of water, you can. We're about a quarter of the way done. All right, when you're ready, stacked up nice and tall. Feet are gonna be about hip distance apart. We're going sitting spine stretch. Flex the feet, heels press down, arms come out in front, zombie arms. Pull the shoulder blades down. You're gonna reach the fingertips forward as you press the low back behind, gaze comes down. Find that C curve to the spine, inhale to stack back up nice and tall. Continuing here, it's like you're reaching your fingertips forward, pressing that low back away from you, stacking back up nice and tall. I see a lot of people sometimes tend to reach down, instead it's a reach forward to find that stretch. Let's do one more like this. And then stack back up nice and tall. Take an inhale and an exhale. All right, this next one again is a little bit more intermediate advanced. I'm gonna give you the 2 options here as well. So it's called rocker with open legs. Option 1. You're gonna find your balance here again. You can go boat pose here. We're eventually gonna go all the way up like this. If that's option 2, you hold here, just finding your balance position like that. Option number 3, if you're gonna add that roll back, make sure you have enough room to roll back behind. You can hold hamstrings. You can hold calves or ankles. Lots of options here. Again, option 1, option 2, you just find that balance position. Maybe you find your balance here. More intermediate advanced option when you're ready. You find that rocker position here with the open legs. Again, that little tuck, just like rolling like a ball, just back to the shoulders. And then you come back up to that balance position. We won't go crazy. Let's just do a few more like this. It is tough. Then you can always bend the knees. Do a modification here as well. Let's do one more. Good. No matter what I do, that one always is the screenshot for YouTube when I post this on YouTube. It always wants to put that one, and I'm like, that's a crazy one, guys. All right, next one. We're gonna go corkscrew. So again, I'm gonna give you 2 options. We're gonna lay all the way back down on the mat. Again, like I said, don't know why this is the order, but Joseph Pilates has us going up and down the whole time. All right, option 1 for corkscrew. You're gonna take legs up to 90. Hands can go mat or out to a T. You're gonna draw a circle in one direction, bring it back up to 90, and then reverse that circle. So almost like you're drawing a plate on the ceiling. A little bit of a hip twist here. Again, this is a good modification for those who want to stick here. Option 2 is going to create that rollover. So hands go back to the mat. Legs come back to the mat. I'm just going to do it twice. Again, you have that modification if you want. We are going to go legs up to 90. You roll up and over. You're going to roll over to the right side of the body, rolling down the right spine, bringing it all the way back to 45. And then we go the other way, over to the left side, roll it up and over, back to straight, over to the left side, roll down the left side of the spine, going all the way around, rolling up the right side of the spine, back to center, and then bringing it all the way back down the center. Again, if that doesn't feel good for your back, don't take these rollovers. Coming all the way back up to a seated position. We're gonna go saw next. Again, just like with that spine stretch. Hips are down, heels are down, feet are nice and flexed. Arms come out to a T now. Shoulders pulling down. We go over to one side, pinky finger, pinky toe, back palm flips up, pulse, pulse. Unflex, unrotate, other side. Good, like you're sawing off that pinky toe with your pinky finger. Finding flexion and rotation here. Breathing in, breathing out. We go one more here. Bring it all the way up. Shoulders down, little shoulder roll. Good job, guys. We're gonna go prone onto our belly now. Our first one is a swan, and then I'm gonna add on the swan dive. So hands go underneath shoulders. Forehead is down to the mat. Feel like the belly button can lift up. Toes are reaching. Good. It's an inhale. Exhale. Lengthen the spine as you draw the shoulders down and come up into your swan position without arching the back. Bring it back down. So if you feel the back too much, widen the legs or limit the range of motion. Try to pull the belly button off the mat as you lift. Good. You can stay here if you want that more intermediate, more advanced option. As you come up in your swan, your feet stay down towards the mat. As you lower, the legs lift. Almost like you're rolling on the pelvis. Legs come down as you press up. Legs lift as you come back down. Try to find that roll on the pelvis as you go. One more like this. And then we press on back. Child's pose position, get a nice stretch. Coming back down prone when you're ready. We're gonna go onto the forearms. So forearms on the mat, shoulders are pulling back. It's called single leg kick, one leg kick. Right toe, point it towards the glute. Flex the foot, point and reach it back to the mat. Left toe, point it towards the glute. Flex, point, reach it back to the mat. Continuing here, finding that point, that flex. You should feel hamstring here, glute. Breathing in, breathing out. You can always modify by keeping the forehead and the hands down on the mat. Let's do one more here. Good. All right, double leg kick. So we are gonna start. I'm gonna go right cheek down to the mat. Hands are gonna come behind. Good. You're gonna lift up. Good. As you come back down over to the other side, you're gonna kick both legs in 2 times. Reach back up, reach. Over to the other side, kick the legs 2 times. Reaching up, over to the other side, kick those feet in towards the glute. One more like this. Good. Press on back into a child's pose position. Guys are doing great. All right. Back to seated. Make sure you have enough room to roll back behind. The next one is called neck pull. Again, it's a little bit more intermediate advanced. You can modify just finding your roll-ups and your roll-downs or finding a hinge back and a hinge back up. So we're gonna find a hinge here. We're gonna take hands behind the head. Hands behind the head. You're gonna curl forward, lifting on up, and then hinge back, rolling one bone at a time, all the way down, finding the C curve as you continue. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. You can reach the hands forward if you need to. You tuck C curve forward, fold, stack back up nice and tall, flat back, find a hinge, and then C curve, roll all the way back. One more like this. Chin to chest, C curve, find the neck pull, that reach up and over, stacking back up, nice and tall, hinging back, core work, rolling one bone at a time to come all the way back down. Good job, guys. Take a big inhale and an exhale. We're going scissors next. And you can have chest lift optional. Right leg 90, left leg 45. Reach behind the thigh or the calf. Pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch. Chest lift optional. Try to find that push and pull. Legs are straight, point the toes. Core work here, breathing in, breathing out. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Catch your breath. We have one more before we're halfway done. Flipping over to the other side of my page here. I'm gonna go bicycle, starting with the head down. Hands are just gonna go on the mat. Halfway through, we'll add that chest lift if you want. Right leg up to 90, left leg into a tabletop position. Reach that right leg, bend, and then find that bicycle, like you're wheeling a bicycle here. Good. If you want to add on, hands behind the head, elbows wide, and a chest lift as you bicycle. Reaching that leg long, finding the straight. Good. We reverse it backwards. You got it. Finding that position, slow it down. Make sure you get that stretch there. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Catch your breath. Take an inhale and an exhale. Good. We're going to go our shoulder bridge now. So knees are bent, feet flat, hands to the mat. Let's inhale, exhale, press the low back down. Slowly lift the glutes up off the mat into your diagonal. Hips are lifted. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll all the way down. Again, you guys know those modifications. If you're feeling anything in the back, you can hinge up and down instead of rolling on the spine. We call it the shoulder bridge because the shoulders are going to stay on the mat. You want to go all the way up, keeping the shoulders on the mat and rolling back down. Again, you guys know all those intermediate options that we add on if you like. You can always go robot arms, arms up to 90. And then we also have those extra challenges. We do like the single leg bridges. We're going to stick just classic today since we have all those extra intermediate challenges. Let's just hold up at that bridge, holding up. Find your shoulder bridge here. Glutes are active, hips are level. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll one bone at a time, all the way down. Good. Grab a hamstring stretch. Take the legs up to 90. Point and flex the toes. Perfect. And then again, pressing yourself or rolling yourself up to a seated position. Legs out in front, hip distance apart, heels down, feet nice and flexed. Similar to our saw, but we're not going to add the flexion. Arms come out to a T. Pull the shoulders down, spine twist. Pulse, pulse to the right. Center, pulse, pulse to the left. Try to find that up and over, like you're twisting the spine, you're bringing out the spine to find the core here. Breathing in, breathing out. Gaze goes with that back hand, really reach it back. Go one more side to side. Good, set it back down. We're going back into one that is a rollover. So again, that option 1, option 2, you can just roll up and roll down. Otherwise, we're coming all the way back down to the mat. This one is called jackknife. Just gonna do it a couple times. Again, if you're not feeling like the back is good for those rollovers, you could just watch, or you could do the modification with those little knee tucks. I call this one the elevator, the straight legs. All right, if you're adding on the full version of jackknife, legs are down to the mat. Legs come up to 90. Use the core to pull in belly button to spine. You're gonna go up and over. Legs are parallel to the ground. Keeping the hips where they are, you're gonna lift up the legs towards the ceiling, trying to get all the way up to 90. And then it's a slow, 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 rolling that bone down all the way down. Legs come to the mat. One more. Inhale to 90. Exhale, up and over. Find that roll over. Try not to be on the neck, only the shoulders here. Legs reach up towards the ceiling, up to that 90. Slowly roll, one bone at a time, all the way down. Good job, guys. We're gonna turn onto our side. For this sideline position, you can be laying all the way down on your arm, propped up on the elbow or the forearm. Back is flat, legs are 45 kickstand. Top hand can be hip or the mat. You're gonna lift up that leg hip height. We brush forward and flex back. This is just called our side kick. Breathing in, breathing out. Trying to keep the top half of the body nice and still. Keeping that leg hip height. Good. Could add a pulse one way, pulse the other way. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Set it down. I'm going to just turn the other way. I know I'm not facing the camera, but it's just easier transition-wise for our next exercise. Good. Lifting up that leg hip height, brush forward, flex back. Trying to really pull the core in. If you're on the elbow or the forearm, nice strong on that shoulder, no sagging down. Be nice and strong here. Feeling that top leg, that top glute. Could add that pulse if you'd like. Good job, guys. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. We're going to roll onto our back. And our next one is teaser. Again, I'm going to start with those modifications and then we'll work up to the full teaser. Right leg goes to tabletop, left leg to the mat, arms come up to 90, palms face each other. Then inhale, exhale, roll up into a V-sit position, reach the leg, reach the arms, inhale, exhale, nice C-curve to scoot back down. One more on this side, inhale, exhale, reach the leg, reach the arms. You can always roll up, roll down as a modification. We switch, right leg to the mat, left leg to tabletop, inhale, exhale, reaching up and over, find that half teaser position. Again, you can modify by just rolling up, rolling down. Last one on this side. We bring it down, both legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, coming up into that V-sit position. Reach the arms, reach the legs. Slowly roll. Last one here, legs to the mat. Full version. Inhale, exhale, up into that V-sit. Reach the arms, reach the legs. We're here for 3, 2, 1, all the way back. Reach the arms up overhead. Again, I'm just doing it quick because for some of us, these are a little crazy. All right, we're gonna come up to our forearms. On our forearms, option 1 for our hip twist, legs are in tabletop. Little draw in one circle, one direction. Draw in one circle the other direction. If this is too much, you can do it all the way laid down on the mat. If you want to add on, legs go straight. Draw a circle one way, draw a circle the other way. Find that twist in the hips. A lot of core work. In this position, I want shoulders back. I want neck in line with spine. No strain in the neck or the shoulders here. Let's go one more each way. Good. Bring it all the way forward. Forward fold. Take a nice little stretch. You guys are doing awesome. Got about 15 more minutes. All right, coming back prone onto our belly again. The next one is swimming. Option 1, hands just stay here, head down on the hands. We reach the right leg straight up, straight down, left leg straight up, straight down, reaching like you're swimming with those legs. Option 2, arms come out in front, opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach, reach. We pick up the pace. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press on back. Child's pose. Grab a drink of water if you'd like. We are getting close to the end. We'll finish with some stretches. All right. Once you guys are ready, we're back to a seated position. All right, 2 options with the hands. They can go back behind you, fingers facing forward, or back behind you, fingers facing backwards, whichever feels best for you. I think I'm gonna go backwards here. Heels press down, you're gonna lift up the hips. You can stay here. If you add on, it's a leg pull front, right leg lift, lower, left leg lift, lower. We're not gonna be here long. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, roll out the wrists, roll out the shoulders. We flip around. That was leg pull front, now we go leg pull back. Modify. You want a modification, just hold your plank. It can be straight arm, forearm, kneeling, or regular. You're adding on, you find that straight arm plank. Leg pull back, right leg lift lower, left leg lift lower. Wrists are under shoulders. Again, not gonna be here for long. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down, press on back, child's pose. We are so close to the end. I think we've got about 6 more exercises, then we stretch.
You're really eager to get out of here.
No, I just don't want you to guys to. Some people love it, some people hate it.
It's good. We're loving it.
Okay, good. All right, we go back to the side position now. So, again, this is going to be called side kick kneeling. So we're going to be kneeling. If that doesn't feel right for you, you can still just go lay all the way back down on the mat like we did the sideline before, like this. So that's your modification, is laying all the way down. If you're going to add on, you're going to be kind of like in a side kneeling plank position here. Bottom knee is down, top wrist is under. Good. Hand can go here or on the hip. You lift up that leg, we brush it forward, brush it back. Again, like a more advanced option of that side lying position. There's lots of different variations we can add here. We'll just stick with this. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Let's go right back to the other side. Get it done with here. Again, lifting up, brushing forward, brushing back. Breathing in, breathing out. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to the other side. Our next one is a side bend. So to get set up for this, I've got left hand down right underneath the shoulder there. Left knee is tucked, it's underneath me. And then I've got the right leg, knee bent. The heel is in front of the foot. So this top leg goes in front of the other foot. You might have to adjust where you are. We'll do a few like this. Arm comes out to a T here. You're gonna press up and over into your side bend, and then nice and slow, tuck it back down. Again, you might need to move where the feet or the arm is to get into that position. Let's do 2 more on this side. 1 more. Good. Other side. Right wrist under shoulder. Now I've got right knee bent, left foot is in front of the right ankle. Left arm out to a T, up and over. Take it slow back down. Try not to just drop back down. Really lift up that hip, reach. We only have 1 more on this side. Bringing it all the way back down. Good job, guys. Come back, facing forward. Roll up the wrist for a second. This next one is called boomerang. It's got a lot of working parts. Modify with the roll back, roll up. All right, so we are gonna start. All right, I'm gonna take hands behind. I'm gonna reach forward, pulse, pulse. Then we come arms out in front. Bringing it all the way down, rolling down, hands find the mat. You go up and over, separate the legs, roll all the way down. As you press up, almost like a teaser, you reach back up. Hands come out in front. Inhale, exhale, rolling back. Palms find the mat, that roll over. Separate the legs, rolling back down, reaching up, teaser, reaching hands back behind, forward fold. One more like this. Hands come in front. Inhale, exhale, rolling down. Hands find mat, up and over. Separate, rolling all the way back. Reach up into that teaser. Forward fold. Again, a lot of moving parts. Butterfly the knees. Take a little forward fold. We go seal next. All right, similar. We're gonna hold now the ankles here. If you want, you hold here in this boat pose. You just find that nice balanced position in the V-sit. Make sure you have room to roll. If you're adding on, it's a roll back. Tap the toes together. Just roll back, roll forward. Hold on. Hands can go outside of the ankles. We're gonna tap the feet together 3 times. Roll back up. Tap the feet together 3 times. Roll back, roll forward. You're supposed to bark like a seal as you do it. Bark, bark, bark. One more. Good, forward fold. Take an inhale and an exhale. So the next one in the order is crab. It's not good for group classes, so I always skip it. You really need to have somebody spotting the person. They go on their head, so it's just not, we always skip that one. We're gonna go back down to prone. We have 3 more and we stretch. All right, for this one, you're supposed to reach back for the feet or the ankles, and then you're gonna come up. You're gonna try to find some rocking, so pressing back, and then pressing forward. Try to use the core and the breath. It's not for everyone, and probably not a great men's exercise here. We're here for a couple more. Last one. We'll press on back. Child's pose. All right, one more roll over exercise. It's called control balance. You can roll up, roll down to modify. You're adding on here. We're gonna start laying all the way down. Inhale, legs to 90. Exhale, up and over. You wanna find the ground with your feet. Right leg reaches up towards the ceiling, back down. Left leg reaches up towards the ceiling, back down, zip it together, roll it all the way back. Just gonna do one more like this. Inhale, exhale, up and over. Feet find the ground. Left leg reaches up, back down. Right leg reaches up, back down, rolling all the way back. I'll tell you guys, only up until about a couple months ago I could do that. So I've been doing this for a long time. I teach. It is very advanced. Last one here and we stretch. 4-point kneeling when you're ready. We're gonna go for some push-ups. You can go kneeling push-up. You can go all the way back to the toes. And then it's up to you. You guys can go narrow with the push-ups or you can go wide with the push-ups. Do what works for you today. All right, let's just do 3 here when you're ready. 3 push-ups for 3, 2. Last one. Back to start. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're going to add on. We're going to go to 5. When you're ready, back. We push up for 5. Nice and strong. 4, 3, 2. Last one, guys. Press on back into a child's pose position. Take your hands over to the right side of the mat. Get a nice stretch. You guys did great. Back to center, over to the left side. Nice stretch. Back to 4-point kneeling. Right arm up towards the ceiling. We're going to stretch now. Thread the needle underneath. Reaching up. Back down. Holding a shoulder down to the mat if that feels good. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 4-point kneeling. Reach that arm up. Opposite arm, left arm. Thread the needle. Breathing in, breathing out, cooling down, checking in with your body. And holding that shoulder down to the mat if that feels good. Good. Let's come to a seated position here. Crisscross applesauce, legs out in front. Whatever feels best for you. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, twist to one side, find a nice stretch. Inhaling up. Twist the other way. So sorry if it felt like I rushed through, but it's hard to get that done in 45 minutes. And I just automatically talk fast anyway, so inhale up. Exhale, side bend. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Inhaling, exhaling, hands away. I'm going to inhale up. Forward fold, reach those fingertips. Take your hands to one side, stretch. Center. Other side, stretch. Back to center, walk your hands back in. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reach the hands back behind. Gaze can go up towards the ceiling. Maybe rock your head side to side if that feels good. Walking it back in. And inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands away. Inhaling up. Exhaling away. Last one here. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And you guys did great. Thank you guys so much for coming. Again, I throw this in every 3 or 4 months. But it's interesting because if you've done it with